Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to understand this Java program step by step. So here we have assignment with the three parts. So please read carefully our assignment. And now let's create our Java program and then package and then class. So here I start creating our Java project. I name it XYZG. That's it. Now let's go and create our package. Our package name is session4. Now go to the folder source. The source is XYZG. Finish. Last step is create our class. So our class name is loop. So remember our session is XYZG, the Java project name, and source is session4. Now let's name it loop. And we're going to start answering the first question. What the first question? The first question is to print the pattern up to n. So if you choose 20, for example, the first number will start with the number 1, not 0. So 1, 4, 8, 20, 16, 20. I'm sorry, 1, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So here we have a class name, loop. The first letter have to be capital. And don't forget to start the execution with the main method. So check the icon of public static void main. Okay. Now we have this package name session4 and we have the class name loop. Now we will start create our scanner. We create a scanner object named UI to read input from the keyboard. So here scanner S capital space UI equal new scanner system in. Forget the semicolon once you finish every time. Finish the code. Then we have to call the scanner class using import. So here import Java point util point scanner as capital semicolon. So the scanner class helps us take input from the user. That's the role of the scanner. Now here we going to print the number pattern. So using system out println, see, so we're gonna write enter list of numbers. Don't forget the code every time you write a text, message, anything, semicolon. And when we enter list of numbers, we have to create a variable x to store the numbers in, and this variable is int. So here, call the object, the scanner, UI, next int, I is capital. So the user enter a number up to which we will print a pattern. Okay, how are we going to do that? We're going to use the loop for. So for another variable named I equal 1, it start from 1. Remember, the question asks us to start from 1, not from 0. So for integer I equal 1 and I is less or equal x. Okay, and then we print this numbers using CISO, system out println I. Okay, after that, after print out, here, okay, now remember the number has to start with not with a 0, with a 1. So what we're going to do, we're going to use condition, that this condition, it's the I is taking the number 1. So if I equal 0, then I get number 4, the next jump. Okay, else. So remember, if I equal 1, I made a mistake, I will fix it later on. So if I get the number 1, so I equal 4. Okay, this loop going to print a special pattern 1, 4, 8, 12, 16 to 20. So first we print number 1, then we jump directly to 4. After that, we keep adding 4 each time. Here, the first question is done. We go into the second question. The second question asks us to print numbers backward. Means we have to create another variable, another iteration variable. So here we have to use a loop to print numbers from the given value down to 0. So here we have to change also the variable. We don't use the same variable from the question number 1. The variable used in the condition must also change inside the loop. Here our question, we have to print out what we're going to do. Print backward to 0. Then we have to create integer z. We name this object z, this variable g, I'm sorry. So integer z equal ui, we call it the scanner. So here, after this step, the user enter another number. How? Using the loop for. So for this loop print numbers from the given value that you put it at the beginning. For integer, we name it y, this iteration number. Y has to be star from equals z, not from 0, because we are doing backwards. Also, the y have to be more equal to 0. And then using print out to print these numbers, and using y minus minus. It's not difficult at all, just you have to practice almost every day. Especially the loops, for while you have to practice to understand how it's work. So now we finish the part 2 of our assignment. So now, after we finish, we have to clear our scanner buffer using UI next line, because after using next integer, we use next line to clear the leftover new line. So this evolved input backs. We have to write UI next line. I use same scanner object. I didn't change. If you want to choose another scanner object, you have to create another object, but it's not a problem if you use the same one. Just make sure to always clean the leftover using next line. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to answer the third question. The third question asks us to print the character of a word. Choose any word and just print the characters one by one. Okay? Here, we enter system out print and we enter a word. Don't forget to always use the code to write what you wanna to write inside the CISO. Then we have to declare our variable w as a string, not int, because we are using a characters. Here we call the scanner using UI next line. Now the user can enter a word, any word you want. Here using loop, of course, we have to use the loop to print each character of the word in a new line. So this loop to print, like I said, to print each character in a new line. And each character we have to call the method char at. Char at is to make this character goes one by one. Okay? User length, another method. Okay? In this way, our program is finished. We're done. Now we have to close the scanner using UI close. So we close the scanner to free resources. Before that, we have to print out the word that you wanna print it in each character. Use W, our string name, char, at a capital, and then the variable B that we created. You have to always change variable every time do new question answer. Here we used 3 variables. Here you go, it done. So this program does 3 things: print a number pattern, print numbers backward to 0, and print each character of a word. Here we are using the close method. Now, we don't forget, we have to go and run our code to see if it's work or if there any error need to be fixed. And don't forget, there is one small problem. It's not small, it's a big problem. So it's, when we create, when we ask us to print the pattern up to n, what we have to do, we have to change the if condition, the variable I equal 0 is I equal 1, because the pattern have to start from number 1, not number 0. So to print, first we have to print, we print 1, then we jump directly to 4. So here our program does 3 things in the same program. And to print, have to use the green button on the top to run our code, and to see the result is going to be down in the console. Here, select all. Okay. Now let's start by entering the list of numbers. Let's put 20, for example, and then enter. You see it start from 1, 5, 9, 13, 17. It's not like what he asked us to do. Why? Because we have to go to the condition if and change it e equal not 0, e equal 1. So in that time, when we do that, it's going to print 1, then we jump directly to 4, not to 5 like in this what it said now. Here I'm trying to fix it. Okay, 1 now is going to work correctly. One more time. Okay, let's enter the number 20. Enter. You see it jumps from 1 to 4. Then it will keep adding 4 each time. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. Now we're going to print the backward to 0. Let's enter 20. Here you see 20 to 0. Using the backward here, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, until 0. Okay. The last thing, we have to enter a word. I choose my name, so I put Nurin, and let's see. The user can enter any word he wants. Okay. Here I choose my name. Like you see here, each character in a new line using the char at. Okay, here we finish. We done. So if you found this video is helpful, please comment so you can have a more Java tutorial. See you in the next one. Thank you.